Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Brewing Business Show. This is a space dedicated to the craft beer industry and entrepreneurs who wants to learn more about mindset, health, wealth, business, and of course, beer. I'm your host, Pedro Meneses, and before we start, I just want to make sure you buckle up, crack open a cold one, and get ready to hear some life-changing information. Cheers! Live. So welcome back, everybody. I'm so excited to be back here with you guys for a special episode of the Brewer Business Show. Today we will be discussing the systems, strategies, and tools that we are implementing to help breweries, tap rooms, bars, pubs, and other businesses to generate more sales online. So our guest today is one of the partners I have joined forces with to facilitate the system he has created to the craft beer industry. Adam is a co-founder of Serum Paid, a merchant processing company that helps grow and protect businesses around the country through valuable and transparent payment solutions. And for the past few months, due to the recent events, Adam found himself in the need to find a solution for his clients and started a new company called Dining Performance Group that offers a fully customizable, interactive, secure, and streamlined online ordering menu that helps businesses be more visible and capture more sales online. And today, we will discuss and explain you how this system and the marketing strategies we have created can change the game for you and your brewery in the next following months. So welcome to the show, Adam. It is a pleasure to have you here, brother.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. That was a great explanation and kind of how everything came into fruition. Man, over the last 2 months or so with COVID and you know, a lot of businesses had to pivot, including mine, Certain Pay, right? It's doing really well and we've rebounded since, but we were thinking about this idea of how can we help our customers through this? And a lot of restaurants decided they wanted to stay open, but they just didn't know how to be visible or how to do any of this. And we built a system, and then we thought, how do we get this in front of other merchants that want to take payments online, you know, and have their menu online? So, you know, a brewery can do that too. We even have some convenience stores and bars that just sell alcohol. So it's pretty cool to see what people have done with it. And now that restaurants are opening back up and people have these, you know, changes with how they handle payments, how they handle ordering, all that stuff, we're seeing a really awesome upward trend, and just it's exciting to be a part of and help these people. So,
Which is awesome, man, because I think what you have created not only, like you said, not only help restaurant, but can help everybody out there, especially right now that we're going to start seeing an increase on online orderings and online shopping, e-commerce and all that stuff. We've been in quarantine for over 60 days. We have created new habits for sure, and everything's going to change. It's not going to be the same. But before we jump into all of that, man, why don't you share a little bit about your background, Serum Pay, and how you end up with the Dining Performance Group so people can grasp a little bit more about who you are?
sure. So I live in Cleveland, Ohio with my wife and almost 10-month-old Bella. And I've been in the payments industry for 6 years, a little over 6 years. I love it. I think it's awesome. It's a great business to be in. There's a massive opportunity to reform it, which is part of my plan. You know, when COVID hit and all these restaurants, especially in Ohio, that's where the majority of our portfolio is. They weren't open. Like, they didn't know what to do. There was like a dark period where a lot of people that didn't already have an online presence or online assets, they kind of just had to like come to a screeching halt and just figure it out. So it was a week of just consulting with clients, and then we decided to one of my good friends, Anthony, and a gentleman we were introduced to, his name is Rob. He and I, all three of us, make up Dining Performance Group, and we work with Certain Pay to handle the merchant accounts, obviously, in which I own that company, part of that company too. And it's cool because we all work together to provide one thing, and that's in the original period of time, it was to help that business stay open. You know, when you're a restaurant and all of a sudden you can't take face-to-face payments and orders and stuff like that, it screws everything up because you're just not built for that, right? Your kitchen is not built for that type of, you know, need. And so there was a lot of immediate shifts that had to happen, and one of them is just making it easy for people to pay, because it takes an average of 2 minutes and 37 seconds for somebody to call into a restaurant and place an order. Because not only are they placing the order, they've got to confirm with the people in their area that hey, you want this, you want broccoli, no cheese, no tomato, whatever. And then you got the phone call, which takes up an employee's time. And you might only have up to 3 phone lines at the restaurant or brewery. And, you know, it's, you take the payment over the phone. So it's just inefficient. And people are realizing that, and consumers are realizing, dude, it's just so much better to just, you know, order from home. I can have it delivered. Some of our clients are delivering. Or if they want to get out of the house, they just go pick it up and eat at home and watch Netflix or whatever people do nowadays. We're still kind of coming out of quarantine.
Which I appreciate you mentioning that about how long it takes somebody to place an order, because from the marketing standpoint, that's what I'm coming in, right? I'm helping the brewers and all that stuff.
Right.
I mean, you have to have that process as simple as possible, because people is distracted nowadays with social media. We are exposed to so many advertisement and posts and ads and all that stuff that our memories are shrinking. So we get distracted very easily. So if you have a complicated system that you have to go all these steps and try to find the phone number and call and they don't answer, and then to try to call again and all that kind of stuff, it makes it complicated. I wonder how many sales breweries or tap rooms are losing right now because they don't have a specific process like the one that you have created.
Yeah, and it's cool because what we do is we build everything for you. Like if you want a menu, if you want it on your Instagram, your Facebook, your website, whatever, we do all that work up front. There's zero cost, and we actually won't bill anything until after we've put money into your account, your bank account. So I'll get to that later on, but it's the exciting thing is it's showing kind of the future. It's too early to tell, but there's a lot of restaurants that we've been working with that instead of having the back dining room, they're just going to blow out the wall and have a twice the size kitchen, and or increase the size of the kitchen, if you will, and reserve part of it strictly for delivery and carry out, because there's more liability, there's more costs, there's a slower turnaround time, obviously, for dine in and people that are physically there. And a lot of people, let's face it, there's a lot of people that are still afraid to go out in public, so I don't know, it's just cool to see and be able to give somebody like a resource that will help them stay in business. And that website that we build is always working, so you can take orders at 2 a.m. if somebody wants to buy some beer or however a retail item that a brewery might offer. We have 2 breweries using us actually that were both originated from you, so thank you. But it's cool to see everything. It's transitioning from what we knew before to just online. And one of the breweries that you connected us with, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be opening their brick and mortar Friday for people to come in. You got to be 6 feet apart and whatever. But they don't want anybody to physically tender a payment. They want, if somebody wants to order something, they could either order ahead and sit at a table that has a number on it, and like your food and your beer and whatever you ordered will be there. And even people that walk in that don't have a reservation, they will sit down and the servers are going to direct them to this place's Facebook page or their website and have them just order there instead of having to do it, because that saves time. There's no contact, so it doesn't spread, germs, right? Coronavirus. And also it's the average order is higher online than it is for brick and mortar in like most cases, 90% of them, because the customer has more time to figure out what they want. And it's more convenient. So there's that thought of like, oh yeah, why wouldn't we get this too? Like, it just, everything can be purchased together, and it's just easier, and there's more profit in it for the restaurant or the brewery.
And one of the things the reason why I love so much this system, the reason why I joined forces with you, is because I can go and create a menu online for somebody, and drive all the traffic and all the marketing and do all that stuff for them, automation, whatever they want. But with other companies that need to have that integration of the merchant processing, it's just so complicated. But with what you have created is just so freaking easy. Literally now I can just go and install a chatbot on my clients or this brewery's Facebook, and everything is pretty much automated. And I think that's where we're going with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? With your expertise and our back end work, like it's in our best interest to get that menu in front of as many target clients as possible. Because here's how it works: Dining Performance Group will do literally everything up front for free. Build the menu, integrate an e-commerce merchant account that comes from Certain Pay. We will configure the equipment. We will install it. And in some remote places, we just hire a local tech company to do it. In some cases, we have put ourselves in the hole about $1,000 just to get a client set up. And then the way we do it is we bill every Monday. We do an ACH for the previous week's sales times 8%. So our fee is just 8% of gross sales. And then we pay the client's credit card processing fees. So they see a deposit every single day in their bank account. And then at the end of the month, when those fees get pulled, they come from our bank account. And Dining Performance Group's, gross profit or net, whatever the hell the term is, I'm not an accountant, is the 8% minus credit card fees, which usually comes out to 2.5% or 3%, depending on the situation. And it's cool because we will take somebody's menu if they want to sell. Let's just use 20 grand a month. That's easy. That's $667 a day, and we can build a menu, put it on their Facebook, their website, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever they want to promote it. And then somebody like you with your expertise, you're the one, organizing all that and managing their campaigns, because we will run ads on our dime, like Dining Performance Group's credit card is the one that pays the ad spend. And we might do a $10, $20 a day budget. If we can take somebody that's doing 20,000 a month in online orders, at that point, we're making about $1,000 in a month, right? Top line, or the money that we keep. And then if we can double it for them, if that's what they want, if they want to take their sales and double it, then we should totally invest in that on our side. So everything is 100% performance-based. We take a lot of risk because we've got, it's a couple reasons. We're confident in what we offer. We can partner up with people like you that know what the hell they're doing and provide value on the other side. And then also COVID, we're not going to charge people a setup fee. We just want to help these restaurants and breweries and bars stay in business so that the economy keeps pumping, right? So it's a pretty cool kind of front to back combination. So,
and it's fast. It is easy solution. There's no risk involved because, like you said, and I just want to add this, we have been in conversation with different clients. Literally, there's nothing to risk because there's nothing coming through that system. Like they don't get charged anything. So
yep, there's a place in where I live in Cleveland that they're a big restaurant, and they would probably do 40 grand a month, I bet, on our system, just from as a guess. I gave them I just said, hey, we won't bill you at all until we put $10,000 into your bank account. And so they're a newer restaurant, so they're kind of figuring this out. They literally opened in November. So, this is a big shock to them. And I'm literally just trying to get them to see past the idea of taking calls on the phone and changing something in their business and just getting them online. Because their employees want it. Their lines are so long because it's such an inefficient process. And that 2 minutes and 37 seconds that's going to be saved is going to add up, and everybody will win, So it's a lot of fun. Just like anything in business, there's a lot, right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. So we just do what needs to get done. We update the menus, we do everything. We load it up. We deal with the payment side of things too. I handle that when there's, the normal challenges that payment processing brings to the table. And there's no contracts. So it's kind of exciting. It's an exciting product. I like it.
I like it too, man. I really like it a lot. And before we get into some examples that I know you're going to show us, what I wanted to ask you is, because I'm sure this is a common question, especially in the brewery and the craft beer industry. I know a lot of people use services like Square and all that stuff to provide this online menu. I don't know. I have seen it, and I know it's a little bit complicated, but what are the benefits compared to this other services? I know that one of them is that they can have literally real time access to the data and the information that is coming through and how it's performing, right?
Sure, yeah. That's a great question. There's a few distinctions, like Square and, most point of sale companies out there, they have an online ordering system. In fact, some people actually do. Some people even offer it for free. Just like anything, you get what you pay for. We obviously aren't going to work for free. And what we do is it's zero risk, zero cost, no contracts, all that stuff based on performance. So compared to like Uber Eats and Grubhub and DoorDash and Chow Now, it's, you know, on average about a third of the cost, right? You can pay up to 30% to Uber Eats for a delivery. And it makes sense on both sides because that's a marketing plug, right? To have Uber Eats and that visibility on your business. It just doesn't make sense during COVID, right? So that's kind of what also inspired it. And, you know, you take 8% compared to 30. I don't want people to use our system because we're lower priced. I want them to use it because it's more valuable. So you could get a free online ordering system probably with Square or other providers, but we've had people come to us after they tried to use another system and they just like couldn't handle the onboarding process, or it was just too much to keep up with, because a lot of restaurant owners and a lot of breweries and bars, they're just scrambling to stay open. And the last thing they want to do is mess around with technology that they don't understand. So the difference would be the personal connection, the maintenance of it, the fact that we're incentivized to perform for you. And I don't know, we just want to be like a no BS kind of company. We'll make it happen. Like we got one of our clients a burner phone so that she could take order when people come in to do their curbside pickup. They text that phone or they call it. And she was like, hey, could you guys provide us with this? And we're like, we thought about it. Like, we already have a Verizon account. Yeah, let's do it. So we hooked her up with that. And now she can have, instead of people calling on her restaurant phone and clogging up the lines, it's a text or a call to like a burner flip phone. So
Absolutely.
we'll just go above and beyond for you. Like we'll do like 100% just better, and we'll do whatever it takes to earn your business and keep it.
No, that's great, man. And I will share a little bit of what's going on with one of the clients here in a moment. But
yeah,
one of the best features, or one of my favorite features that you have with this system is the fact that, like you said, it can be 2 a.m. in the morning and somebody needs to place an order for Friday. They can just go ahead and place it for Friday in advance, and be literally just go and pick it out without having to get with somebody on the phone and make sure that the order is ready and all that stuff. Like everything can be set up that way. That makes a huge difference, because how much more money you can make when you're close, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about like why a company would have a salesperson, right? You got somebody that's generating new revenue for your business, and it's done, you know, somewhat autonomously or, you know, automatically, I'm sorry. And that's what it is, you know, your staff's not going to be taking those orders at 2 a.m. And if they are, hey, good for you. But it's like a 24/7 sales machine. And it's our job and your job, right? If we work together with a client, to put that sales machine in front of the right audience and drive traffic to it. And actually, what I'll do, I'll show you guys. I'll show can I share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can share
cool.
that. And if you are listening to this in the podcast in the future, make sure you go to the YouTube channel so you can watch the example of how this menu works.
Sweet. All right. So this was actually our first client. April 2nd, we installed her. And on her website right here, this is just her regular website that she had. We plugged into this button, which is her menu. So when I click this, it loads up, and then it shows, you know, hey, here's the menu. Notice right here, we're closed now, but you can pre-order for later. So, you know, you can still click see menu and order ahead. It's not going to do anything because we're already here. But like, let's say I wanted to order some Brussels sprouts for my wife. Get her two servings of that, $7 a piece, and then a traditional pizza pie. And I want to add pepperoni, right? So $10 and then $2 more for pepperoni. Let's add that to the cart, and then we can do pasta carbonara, and I'll say something like no maple syrup. I don't want any maple syrup on my pasta carbonara. Add that to my cart. I'm sure anyone that's seen the movie Elf would probably know what I'm referencing there, but anyways, sorry. Go to this shopping cart here, and like it shows everything on here, right? I've already used this system, so it's, you know, my cart is already stored. I can choose when I want to pick it up. You know, the only method that we have at this location is pick up, like she doesn't deliver, right? She does for special clients, but that's, unrelated here. I can leave a tip, and this is a huge selling point because when people order online, they're getting value because it's super convenient. Our average tip is like 28% compared to the normal, whatever that is. I don't know what that is in a brick and mortar environment, but like the customer's experience is what matters usually for tipping. And, you can take this button here and slide it up as much as you want, all the way up to 999%. So let's just do a normal of, 28 is what average we see. And so save it. And then like I could place this order right now if I wanted to, with all my details here. And then what happens is it runs my credit card for $71.68. And then the money gets deposited into this business's bank account tomorrow. So it's just like another stream of revenue that can come from a website, and it can also come from a Facebook, right? Here is, this is actually the brewery that you connected and we brought on together, right? They just started like last week and they're doing pretty well. It's actually really awesome to see. They texted me today, the one of the owners, and he said, hey, I'd like to have 100% ordering through this system. I think I mentioned that. And that's good for everybody because it's going to make things more efficient. They save time. People aren't touching each other. So coronavirus, will go away, right? And then we all make more money too because they're going to be doing more sales, right? We earn 8%. So whatever we need to do to help them, that's how our business makes money. So on their Facebook page, you can click shop now. It used to say call now, and they hated that because it was busy, right? All the time, right. The phone's jumping. But if I click shop now, it pulls up their menu. It takes a second on Facebook. And then like, here's what they're selling. They've got individual brews. They've got, crowlers, cases, and they even have shirts that they sell that people buy. It's pretty cool. So we're basically just helping them sell more. And it's really simple and easy.
I think one of the things that we forgot to mention was that the menu is actually available on their Facebook page, so people can access directly to the Facebook page. It doesn't take them to another website. It doesn't take them out of Facebook. So everything is just in one site, which makes the process faster and easier and effective to get more people to buy.
It's interesting. I don't really handle the back end stuff like the social media integrations and the plugins and the websites. Like my role is customer acquisition and just business development, right? And if I had it in front of me, I would show you one of the ads that we made for an Italian restaurant. There was a pretty cool offer. You had $5 off your first online order. And when they did that, that restaurant did like $3,000 in sales that night. So that's good, $3,000 extra that didn't have to go through a phone. It came straight through the menu. So I don't know. It's a fun system to work with. And, I think personally that any business that wants to stay open long-term, you got to have something like this, because if COVID happens again, what are you going to do? We had a lot of people that reached out and said like, hey, like, do you have a texting platform too, or emails? Because the idea is once we get everybody on, ordering online, the system saves their emails. Every merchant, every location keeps their emails, and they can even track new orders, repeat orders, where the orders are coming from. Like the analytics are amazing. And it helps you know your business. There's a digital tracking to your business. And we even help with texting and emailing so that when you build a list, you can drive traffic back to your page, back to your menu, and have people continue to buy from you.
Which I believe is one of the other great benefits of this menu. You know why? Because when I ask people about if they have some information, some data, because that's the thing, another problem in this, I don't believe only in the craft beer industry, but in any other hospitality business, there's no data. They don't have any. And if they do, they need to ask permission to get access to this. To, like, for example, they need to reach out to Square to get access to their information when that data belongs to your business. So that's another thing that I like about what you guys are doing with the menu, that they can have access to that information. Let's say that a brewery wants to work with me, or they decide to go with someone else, they have access to that information, so they can send their emails, they can do their campaigns and retarget people. So that's one of the greatest things I think you have with the menu.
Yeah, for sure. We just want our clients to scale and just continue to stay in business. And some people have even said that they just want to open a restaurant that is not even, there's no dine-in, it's all delivery and carry out, and they just want to use our system there and just take orders online and basically just sell food, which is pretty, pretty cool. So
Absolutely.
a lot of changes
No,
happening in the world. So.
yeah, life changing, man. And this is the reason why I like it, because now on the marketing part, what we're doing with this menu, this is the reason why we partnered with Adam, for you guys listening and watching this video. It's because now there's other technology that can be integrated with this to make things easier on your social media, to drive traffic to the online menu. That the benefit of this menu is that we can automate your entire system, so you don't need to be behind your phone texting people and messaging around. You can have everything automated and deliver a great experience, which is one of the main behaviors that we're going to start seeing in the next 90 days. People, yeah, because there's I think 1 out of 5, if I'm not wrong, I'm not, but it's something like this. 1 out of 5 people are planning on going back to a tap room in the next 2 or 3 months. So that means another 4 people are interested in making buying beer online, and they will keep buying beer online. There's like 60% of people that is buying right now, and that number is just going up and up and up. So having this system, this online menu that is very simple to use, they can have real data, real information, and metrics for their business to improve, together with a marketing campaign and automation and different other tools that can help make that process easier and get in front of more people and more often, is going to be a game changer for any tap room, brewery, restaurant, or everybody else who wants to utilize this system. And so that's the reason why we're doing all this together, because it is crazy, because I was just installing last week, I was installing the chatbot for one of the clients, and we were getting people clicking like crazy in the shop now, shop now, shop now, and so I had to put an extra message there, like telling, hey guys, the menu is, we're building the menu right now. It'll be ready very soon. In the meantime, just call this number. But because we are in the process of building everything, but it is crazy that even without launching it yet, it is generating subscribers, it is generating people, and it's attracting people already. So that tells you something.
I personally think that it's like all this stuff going on with COVID is like, it's crazy. We've never seen this before. I wasn't even out of college yet, or high school actually, rather, for the '08 crisis. So this is kind of a new thing, right? And like, I'm grateful that Certain Pay had been around for about a year. Like, I had a year of like owning a business and understanding and learning all that. And, then having this happen, you learn a lot. There's a lot of lessons in it, and it's all good, right? But like, my wife ordered groceries the other day from her phone online, and they delivered them. So I was like, it was like a $9 delivery fee, and we got like $100 for it, whatever we got. And then I asked her, I was like, are you ever going to go back to the grocery store? And she's like, I don't know. Like, she loves to shop, right? She loves to she loves to transact. She likes to buy. And then if she needs to return, that's fun too, right? And I'm kind of kidding. But the cool thing is, like, it's so much easier and convenient that way, and it prevents, the spread of COVID, or, this world that we're living in. So I think that it goes without saying, and it's kind of redundant, but the future is online, right? So, it's cool. It's exciting. I'm really grateful to be here.
And I know, especially in the craft beer industry, I found this a lot when I have conversation with people. They're like, man, but this is a hospitality industry. Like, this is a business that you need that human interaction and having people walking into the tap room. I'm not saying that is going to change, but eventually I want to go back to the tap room. It doesn't mean that the entire industry have to turn towards online menus and online ordering and all that stuff. But when you see it beyond the COVID and all the things that we're going through, like, imagine that you're at home with your friends, you're having a barbecue and all that stuff, you're running out of beer. You just can go to your phone and send a text message and order beer from your favorite tap room. Like, or you're having a business meeting, or maybe you just tired, you don't want to stop by the tap room, and you're stuck in traffic. Like, damn, I need a beer when I get home, like, just send a text message when you're in traffic, and place your order, stop quickly at the brewery, pick up your beer, go home and relax. Like, those are the things that I think people need to start thinking about it, because it's not going to be forever that we're going to be living online, but it's going to be a huge part of our lives, and it's going to open the opportunity to generate more revenue. The same people that goes to the tap room 3 or 4 times can be the same people that's going to go into the tap room 3 times a week and buy online 2 times. That makes your sales way bigger.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like, it just allows money to flow into your business. That's kind of like the way we put it with a lot of people. And it's after we get everything set up, it's somewhat effortlessly, and it's easier than ever to acquire new clients. So it's good, man. I enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, before we start wrapping this up, man, because I really wanted to make this a little bit shorter so people can watch this demo and all that stuff.
Sure.
What are the other things that you are include with the system? You already know that there's no cost up front. You guys are covering the merchant processing fees, which is huge, right?
Yeah.
And I know that you also provide some other equipment so they can make things easier for them, no?
Yeah, we actually, I'm going to pull this up on my computer here. We provide a tablet, and in some situations, right? So like we have POS integrations. Like we can integrate into a person's point of sale, or like whatever, system they have. Most of them, like 40 plus or so, the biggest ones. And what we do for standard setups is we have, I'm trying to find this in my my inbox here, but we have like a tablet that's connected to the Wi-Fi in your business, and then it sits on a stand, and it's connected to a printer that prints out the receipt so that you can fulfill the order. Some people don't even have a printer. It's just something that we provide for free, and all that stuff makes it easier to keep track of stuff and like basically have everything flow. The tablet dings on the tablet, and you're like coming from the internet, and then what happens is you can accept or reject the order. Sometimes people reject the order because they don't have, they ran out of that type of beer or whatever it might be, and we give you the tools to manage it all. But once an order comes in, the internet is literally directly connected into the inside of your business, and then you can accept the order. If you accept it, a payment's run, it's processed, and then the customer comes in and fulfills, or they grab whatever they ordered. I can't find the video of like the demo, so I don't want to waste time right now. But if I find it, when I find it, I'll just put it in into the comment thread or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah,
that's
no, but I think it is you explain it really well. It's like, and that's the benefit. Like you don't have to even do anything. You just literally have a message on a tablet, accept or decline, and then you print a receipt with the order, and then you just get ready to the order. For somebody to pick it up. So I think that makes things very easy, simple, and this is why I love it, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually found the video. So let me pull it up, and then I can share my screen, and we can wrap this up. Hang on one second here.
Absolutely.
All right, here it goes. Ready? So this is in a kitchen of a restaurant. You can picture this in anywhere in your business, wherever makes the most sense. But here you go. Order comes in on the tablet. This is a sample order. You accept it, and then you type in the amount of time that it's going to be until it's ready. 30 minutes we just did as a generic pickup time. So the customer is notified via email that it'll be ready in 30 minutes, and then a receipt prints out for the cook, right, to start preparing it, and the time is on the receipt as well. And then it's just everybody can, understand when it's going to be ready, get it ready, and then everybody wins. So
absolutely. No, I think that's great, man. And that's the reason why I think it's been great, been working together, for the past couple of months. And just to add a little bit more about the marketing part, like, yeah, the system is great, works amazing. And the reason why we are providing this to the craft beer industry and we are partnering is because that way we can create also marketing campaigns to attract people to your brewery, to an online menu, drive traffic, help you build your subscriber list. And that way you can retarget more people and have more people walking into your brewery, or either way walking into the brewery once you are able to be open, or have people keep ordering online, whatever the case may be. So I think all the automation and all that stuff we are working together with you guys, it is for you to help you. It's for you to have access to a system that can be effective and that can help you grow your sales online, and that you can help you see the value behind all this so you can start building your business differently towards where we're going as society. Like we're not being turned into online marketing or online sales and all that stuff for in 2020. It's something that's been going for over a decade.
Right. Just
being
speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, just speed up a little bit because COVID, which is great, because it makes everybody's lives easier. So if you guys have questions, if you listen to this in the future, or if you're right now here in the group watching or in the YouTube channel, make sure you drop your questions where they can find you, Adam, or even through me, something, or if they want to talk to you directly, that's completely fine too.
Sure. I'll just put that video that I shared on the comment thread, and just so people can see it. And then, if you want to just DM me or message me, that's cool, or whatever.
Yeah. I would just like to say that if you're coming from watching this video or listening to this podcast episode right now or in the future, make sure you mention the Brewing Business Show. That way we can give you a special treatment also when it comes to your marketing campaign, because if you come in through me, you don't only get all the systems set up, but I help you also set up all your marketing campaign and different automations that can help you attract those people to your online menu and make more sales. And that is all included. So you don't have to worry about it. Nobody's going to charge you nothing.
Right.
Like, again, it's everything based.
Not till after, right?
Yeah.
So, are you talking about your stuff or your services or ours?
My services right now are included with this.
Got it. So, okay, cool. Yeah.
And everything right now we are, like you said, all this is based on performance for the fact that we are in times of need and we are trying to help each other, right?
Yeah.
We're not trying to screw each other. So,
right. Yeah, exactly. We all want to be together. It's good.
Yeah, it's great. So thank you, man, for being here today. I don't know if there's anything else you would like to add, or maybe some last piece of advice besides getting into online menu that you can share with this audience.
Nothing really. I mean, if you're somewhat curious about it, just reach out. Like, I'll be happy to kind of tell you my opinion. Some businesses it's not the right fit for. Most of them it is, though, and it really just comes down to like how you envision your business trending. Like there was a guy that he decided to just close his 3 restaurants. He was done. Right? He didn't want to do anything, and being online probably would have helped him, but he just that was his decision. So most people, though, if you want to keep your business going and you want to thrive during this time, reach out to us and we'll take care of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. And for you guys watching, thank you for taking the time to watch this episode or listening to the podcast. Really appreciate you guys. And I hope this episode brought to you a lot of value and information that you can now make a decision on how far you want to take your brewery, your tavern, your business. And, but anyway, you can reach out to either of us. Adam is here in the part of the group too, so you can reach out here in the group as well. And whatever you guys need, we're here to help you. And other than that, we will see you guys for another episode next week for another great guest too. In the meantime, you guys need anything, again, reach out, be safe, keep working hard, and well, we'll talk to you guys later. See you guys.
Thanks.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. This show was brought to you by the Marketing Brewing Company, an industry-leading marketing provider and coaching firm. If this episode have provided with valuable information for you and your business, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you know somebody who needs to hear this, share it with them. Send me a text message, a DM, put it on social media, whatever you can do to spread the word. And lastly, if you're a brewery owner ready to take your business to the next level, make sure you head to marketingbrewingco.com and fill out the form to get started and get your free assessment of your current marketing and sales strategies. I will see you guys for the next episode. In the meantime, cheers.